All right, so let's begin. Uh, Many people believe they'll work for longer than they're able to. And, it's estimated that a 65-year-old couple retiring today will spend hundreds of thousands on healthcare costs in retirement. This creates a retirement savings gap that more and more people face every day. HSAs are key because they are both a health and retirement benefit that can help you prepare. A key part of that preparation is maximizing your HSA contributions each year. And another key part is investing. I'm just going to save some bandwidth here. Give me a moment. Go off camera. All right. There are multiple reasons why you should consider investing your HSA funds. Here are just a few important ones. The HSA is the most tax-advantaged account in the current tax code. It offers a triple tax advantage, meaning you can put money in, use it to pay for IRS qualified medical expenses, and gain interest on it, all tax-free. You can build long-term savings needed for future medical and retirement expenses, especially with one of HSA Bank's self-directed investment account options, which offer helpful guidance while keeping you in control. There's no use it or lose it policy with HSAs. The money you put in yours forever and never expires, even if you change jobs or when you do go into retirement. So both your cash balances and your investment balances carry over from year to year and grow tax-free for the greatest potential returns on your HSA dollars. We want to make sure you understand this point when you use your HSA to pay for qualified medical expenses. And that list of qualified medical expenses, uh, it is eligible for, expands when you're eligible for Medicare. So these funds can be withdrawn with no tax implications. So when you contribute to your HSA, you reduce your taxable income. And when you withdraw funds, your qualified medical expenses, they're still not taxed. In addition, with an HSA, you're free to move your funds between your investment account and your cash account. If a minimum balance applies, only HSA funds above that amount can be transferred to your investment account. There is a minimum balance. Just want to throw a note out there that anything above $1,000 can be invested with HSA Bank. When you have an HSA, and especially when you invest your HSA funds, it can be an excellent complement to your 401k or other standard retirement account. In fact, in most cases, your HSA is significantly more powerful than a 401k that simply defers your tax liability. There are no federal taxes on contributions, withdrawals for qualified medical expenses, or investment earnings for HSA as compared to 401ks, which are taxed when withdrawn. Investment options exist for both HSAs and 401ks. Your HSA funds are also easy to access, and there is no penalty for using the funds unless it's for non-qualified medical expenses. With a 401k, you will be taxed and pay a penalty for withdrawing funds before age 59 and a half. However, if you withdraw your HSA funds after age 65 for non-qualified medical expenses, then those withdrawals are taxed at your current tax rates, similar to a 401k. HSAs are not subject to required minimum distributions after the age of 72. You can save the funds as long as you'd like. HSA Bank provides account holders with two unique self-directed investment options. Our guided portfolio self-directed investment program is powered by Devenir. They are the leading provider of HSA investment advisory services. This program provides you with a pre-configured menu of mutual funds selected by a registered investment advisor whose job is to advise you in your best interests. It's easy, low cost, and similar to a 401k experience that you may be familiar with. This option is ideal for investors who are just starting out. However, we also offer TD Ameritrade. And TD Ameritrade offers a comprehensive, flexible, and powerful tool for trading across the entire stock market. This option may suit you if you are a more experienced investor. You like to be hands-on and monitor your own buys and sells or trades. Just remember that with both of these options, investment products are not FDIC insured. They are not a deposit or other obligation of a guaranteed by HSA Bank, and they are subject to investment risks. So I am going to be talking more about TD Ameritrade as we go on, but I just want to take a brief moment right now to advise that TD Ameritrade was purchased by Schwab last year. And so for anyone who is familiar with either TD Ameritrade or Schwab today, that experience, if you were to go out there and enroll right now today, it's going to look and feel like TD Ameritrade. And then later on this year, after Labor Day weekend, it is going to look and feel like Schwab. However, please note, if you do sign up today, there won't be any additional action that you need to take when Schwab does take over. Everything will be transferred in kind as it is from your selections with TD Ameritrade. So while HSA Bank offers two self-directed investment options, I want to go ahead and focus on Devenir's guided portfolio self-directed investment program. This is a way to help new investors create a customized investment allocation that's going to fit their lifestyle and HSA investment objectives. I also will be able to, if we have time, show everyone what that looks like from a sample towards the end of our webinar today. So HSA Bank does, like I said, partner with Devenir to offer you a diversified leading fund lineup through the Guided Portfolio Self-Directed Investment Program. So what Guided Portfolio does, it's an easy-to-use online planning tool designed to help you start investing and manage your investment account moving forward. It works by helping you align your HSA investments. You simply need to provide some information about yourself, your HSA, and your health. The Guided Portfolio Program gives you several advantages. It offers professionally selected, low-cost, no-load mutual funds covering a range of asset classes and families. These highly rated Morningstar funds also include a wide variety of categories, such as real estate and emerging markets. And because Devenir is constantly reviewing the fund lineup, you can be confident that the offering will be competitive. In addition, no minimum initial investment is required to purchase mutual funds. There's no cost to transfer funds between the HSA investment account and the HSA cash account. Devenir gives you access to useful Morningstar pages, fund fact sheets, and informational prospectuses. And auto rebalance is available. So if you want to allow the system to automatically adjust your funds balances to stay aligned with your investment goals, following a schedule that you select. Note that a quarterly asset-based fee may be applied to the amount invested and deducted pro rata from the investment account. However, there's no commission on investment trades. This is the homepage of the Devenir portal where you can access your account. The tabs across the top of the page are Summary, Invest, Activity, and Tools and Education. The Summary tab shown here gives you a graphical view of your election, percent summary, portfolio percent summary, and asset allocation, and it also offers a detailed view. The interactive HSA guided portfolio tool helps you create a customized asset allocation that fits your lifestyle and HSA investment objectives. The tool helps you determine which funds might be appropriate based on your profile and risk tolerance. From the main screen, you may also update your future elections, realign your account rebalance, your allocations, and create a predetermined schedule for ongoing maintenance. Here you can see the HSA Investment Planner within the Tools and Education tab from the home page. With Guided Portfolio, you can get recommendations based on your personal preferences. You can also automatically schedule rebalancing and easily maintain your original asset allocation strategy. You can enable the auto rebalancing feature as well as choose monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, or annual cycles. It's important that you set your elections prior to transferring funds from your HSA Bank cash account. Otherwise, the funds that you transfer will default to the money market fund. After the Summary tab is the Invest tab, which gives you the option to set future investment elections, manage your portfolio, and manage automatic rebalancing. Then there's the Activity tab, which consists of statements on demand, quarterly statements, pending activity, and transaction history. Next, we'll take a little bit deeper dive into TD Ameritrade or TDA self-directed brokerage options. With TD Ameritrade, our self-directed brokerage option, you can select from stocks, bonds, ETFs, and thousands of mutual funds. Some trading fees may apply with TD Ameritrade. You'll have online access to real-time data, customizable charts, and one-click integrated trading, along with access to trading, balance information, and much more through HSA Bank's member website. With TD Ameritrade, you can place trades by website, telephone, mobile device, or through a broker. Plus, you'll have access to independent research tools such as S&P and Morningstar to help you make informed trades. For those of you who may have an existing TD Ameritrade brokerage account already, this portal may look very familiar. TD Ameritrade offers zero commission trading on most investments. Some trading fees may apply depending on the investment selected. Fees will apply for IVR, phone, and broker-assisted trading. This screen shows the types of detailed information offered for stocks or bonds. Similar to Devenir, TDA has a tool to help you understand how you may want to allocate in your investment account. The Mutual Funds screener is located under the Research and Ideas tab. This allows you to add filters to the initial list of thousands of mutual funds down to funds with no transaction fees. For an example, you can filter the Morningstar 5-star rated funds. You can further filter your selection by fund company and/or fund investment objective. It's a great way to easily research a select group of mutual funds. Starting to invest your HSA funds is simple. Here's an overview of the process. To get started with an investment account, you'll first want to keep the minimum balance, excuse me, in your HSA needed to invest. That is $1,000. So anything above and beyond $1,000 can be invested. What you'll do next is go out to the member website homepage, click on Manage Investments in the left menu, and decide to enroll in either Devenir or TD Ameritrade. By clicking the Enroll Now button for the program you select, you'll be able to receive the prompts to complete the enrollment process. Once you enroll, transfer funds from your cash account to your investment account, and then you can go ahead and select your investments in Devenir or TD Ameritrade. Please note that this process does not happen instantaneously. You will need to watch for an email in 1 to 2 business days if enrolling in the Devenir program. Members can then transfer funds immediately to their TDA brokerage account upon enrollment completion. This is the page that appears when you click Manage Investments within the HSA Bank portal. You can see from the drop-down on the screen that you can make a one-time transfer to or from the investment account, set up a repetitive transfer, and get access to your investment account. Auto sweep is an option that will automatically transfer money into your investment account once the balance reaches the dollar amount you choose. For example, if you set $2,000 as the target amount that you want to leave in your cash account for qualified medical expenses, anytime the balance in your cash account exceeds $2,000, that balance will sweep into the investment account. If you anticipate that you may incur higher medical expenses, you can always transfer funds back from the investment account to your HSA Bank cash account. Please allow at least 72 hours for that process. To set up Auto Sweep, select the Auto Sweep button under the Auto Sweep and Recurring Transfer tab. Enter the amount you'd like to auto sweep, click Continue, and follow the prompts. Confirm the auto sweep details when you're asked. So auto sweep is when you want to maintain a minimum balance in the cash and have the excess transferred to your investment account. And a recurring transfer is when you want to have a designated amount continuously deposited from your HSA Bank cash account to your investment account. To set up a recurring transfer, select the Recurring Transfer button under the Auto Sweep and Recurring Transfer tab. Enter the amount you'd like to continuously transfer, click Continue, and follow the prompts. Confirm the recurring transfer details when you're asked. All right, so that concludes the presentation portion of what I wanted to share with you today on HSA Bank and investments. I'm thankful for everyone who's been able to join. I do want to give everybody an opportunity to ask any questions if they have them, and also be able to kind of show you what these things look like. So I am going to go ahead and unmute everybody and stop sharing while I transition over to the demo. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask.
I think you had mentioned fees. Do you know what the fees are? Is it per transaction? Is it an annual fee to if we wanted to use either of the sites?
Yes. So fees are based on which one you use, which program you do use. And with the Devenir, it's quarterly based on the assets, whereas TD Ameritrade, there isn't any continuous fees. It's just based on what you do for trading, like I mentioned, kind of going through that. Um, some of them are no fee, some are. It all depends, but please know that before you would go through any of that, it would always pop up and say, this one would be a fee. The only fees that I can say for sure with TD Ameritrade are when you do any of the like brokerage assisted transfers or you're calling in or you're having somebody help you with things. Those ones are going to have a fee. All right, so
Jessica, I'll paste in the chat the Devenir fee, how that's calculated.
oh, perfect. Thank you.
Mhm.
I got logged out of the demo for Devenir, so I'm just getting back in here.
The benefit to investing with the HSA is that everything grows tax-free, and when you take it out is tax-free. Is that correct?
That is correct. So whatever gains that you would earn on your investment through the HSA would never have any kind of tax implication. When you move the funds back into the HSA cash account, again, no tax implications. Uh, the only thing to be aware of is when the money comes out of the HSA account, is it being used for a qualified medical expense? Are you over the age of 65? How are you using the money there? But the investment side of it, correct. There is no tax implication. Right. So I think I am ready to share here. All right. So I will just kind of quickly, when you log in, you get to your sign-in screen, you go ahead and hit next. You may see a screen that's going to say, HSA. You click on the box and it brings you to the screen that's in front of you. This is your dashboard. And with your dashboard, you're always going to have your account balance and investments in this first tile. So you'd be able to click on this to see, what amount you have in your investments versus your cash to determine your ability to do the investment piece. So again, once you've reached that $1,000, you are able to invest the balance that's over it into either one of the options. You would do so by clicking on the Manage Investments screen that you see on the left-hand side. And that's going to bring you to a screen that looks something like this. And you're going to have the two different options that are available to you show up. This is a scenario in the demo where it's already showing somebody who has enrolled. When you aren't enrolled, instead of seeing these fair market values, you're going to see a box that says enroll now. And when you click the enroll now, it's going to take you to the next phase that you need to do to set up these accounts. Remember, keep in mind that you need to both acknowledge and set up the account. For Devenir, you need to watch for that email to confirm the account. And then once those accounts are open, then you're going to start doing any kind of transfers. And transfers can be done from this manage investment account as well. That's can be found in the drop down where you can choose to transfer funds. This is also where that auto sweep setup is that I mentioned during the presentation. Auto sweep is going to transfer a balance over a predetermined amount that you set. And then recurring transfer is going to be a specific amount that you want to continuously have transferred to the investment. So if you do choose to do Devenir, you do have access to something called guided portfolio. And I just want to take the last couple of minutes that we have together here to show you that home screen of the Devenir portal. This is the summary page, if you will, here, letting you know what your balance is, your return. It lets you know your asset allocation, your investments, and the information that you need readily available to you. But if you're first getting started, that guided portfolio feature is going to be under Tools and Education. And then you're going to scroll down to the HSA guided portfolio. You'll see a screen that will pop up that will ask you if you want to go ahead and get started. Once you click on Get Started, that's where it's going to start asking you questions. It's going to say, want to know things about your age, what's your general health, because, it's important to know if you're going to need to use those HSA funds. And it'll continue to go on in the next year. How much do you expect to pay out of pocket? What's your HSA balance currently? In the next year, how much do you plan to contribute to your HSA? So all of these questions that are intended to better understand, how you use your balances and what your need is on the HSA side, right? Because we want to make sure that you have enough money to put in there. So we'll just say 6,000, continue. Again, it's going to ask, how would you describe your level of comfort with investment risk? Whatever your risk tolerance is and your experience, you can choose anywhere from high to low. How likely is it that you would sell some or all of your HSA investments to pay for healthcare expenses? All depends, right? Each situation and what it is different. So once you've done that, it's going to give you an asset allocation, and that's it. Once you've done that, you can either change things and recalculate, or you can update your account to go with the allocation that it's suggesting for you. But once you've done that, you can kind of let it go and just check in, as needed. But you will receive quarterly statements and updates on anything investment related. So that is, the big pieces that I wanted to make sure I shared with everyone today, and just kind of being mindful of everyone's time. I do not have anything else that I wanted to share, but if there are any questions, we can go off mute again, or use the chat, or if you got what you needed, we can go ahead and say goodbye.
Or if anyone wants to ask a question, just use the raise hand feature and we can get your mic unmuted.
Absolutely, Terry.
No questions in chat, Jessica.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you again, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. I do appreciate everyone joining us today. And if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your HR team, and they'll be happy to get in touch with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.